I play Daphne, who is the mother of Christopher Robin and the wife of A.A. Milne.
And I play Olive, who is their nanny and who looks after their son, Billy Moon.
I loved Daphne when I read her because she wasn't immediately likeable, but by the end I did feel empathy for her. I knew it would be a challenge to play her, and the story doesn't really have a villain per se, and I'm definitely the least likable character, so it's kind of fun to try and win the audience over by the end.
What really appealed to me was the character of Olive is kind of the heart and soul of Christopher Robin's sort of life, and she was a very generous, warm person, and so it's always nice to play nice.
There's always research involved. I guess I first wanted to understand the time. It was a very interesting time that this all took place between World War I and World War II. And again, it's just all the things that I've always taken for granted, like, oh, World War II was called World War II because there were two big wars, whereas actually for them, they called the First World War the Great War because they were told it was the war that would end all wars. So, I mean, even getting your head around the fact that by the time the second one comes around, everyone's like, this wasn't meant to happen, and you've already robbed me of my husband or whoever in the first time round, and then to have your son then go off. I mean, it would have been so traumatic. So yeah, there was a lot of reading involved, and we had wonderful people come in to kind of share with us what it would have been like for everyone at that time, not just the men fighting in the wars, but the women back home. Which was really interesting, and also to understand like the social classes at the time and how people would have interacted and what the dynamic would have been between, the mother of the family versus the nanny of the family, and a husband and wife dynamic, and a mother and son, father and son. I mean, it's just totally different to how we do things these days.
I always think it's a great privilege if you have a rehearsal period on a film. That doesn't always happen. I just work on so many low budget sort of things that a rehearsal is a great opportunity to meet the people you're going to be working with and establish some sort of connections, and to talk through scenes is really, really helpful. But with my character, there wasn't a lot, I read the memoir, Christopher Robin Milne's memoir, and he talks about his nanny, Olive, often, and so obviously there was great fondness and a lifelong relationship there, but there wasn't a huge amount to be known about her, so I tend to it was quite instinctual what I did.
I didn't know, I hadn't even looked into A.A. Milne's life at all. I didn't know that he'd fought in the war, and I didn't know any of it, actually.
No, I just knew the the Winnie the Pooh Disney films, which were so great and witty and lovely, and it's because of this writing, and so that was really nice, doing the film and having really good sort of material to read and get you in the mood.
Awful.
I knew you were going to go there.
No, it was so good, except I have to be horrible to her the whole time, which is, it's kind of funny. It's kind of fun playing that.
I love Daphne. Everyone's been really funny.
I love it too.
Odd about her.
I don't even see her as a bad
she would be a great friend. If you needed anyone in your corner, Daphne would be.
Oh yeah, she'd fight
the gal.
Yeah, unfortunately, our characters aren't friends, but off screen we had a great time together, as did everyone. It was a really nice cast. It was a really, really nice crew, and where we shot was beautiful. It was like
nothing
a
not
perfect
to like. It was
it was
lovely.
Quite perfect.
If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more coverage from MUSE.